Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now I've got some books to do a review on. I have got the new Bella Coco book. It says you can crochet with Bella Coco. Now Bella Coco, her name is Sarah Jane Fragola. She has a YouTube channel. It's much bigger than mine. And she's been doing crochet for longer on YouTube than I have. And I've got her book. I did do her other stitch book and her granny squares on another video. Now I've also got this one. Now this is for beginners. This one is going to be fantastic. I've had a look through it. It's going to be fantastic if you are a beginner to crochet. It's got every step that you'll ever need to know. Now look at this one as well. This one is by Anna. Now, I don't want to say that lady's name because I don't know if I can pronounce it. Nikiforowicz. We'll go with Anna Nikiforowicz. And it's a great book. I've had a look through this one as well. I've done that basket weave. And I've done that kind of puff stitch off to the side as well. And these are, a lot of these are mosaic blankets. And it is easy to learn. You might think, I'm never going to be able to make something like that. But it is easy to learn. There's lots of videos on YouTube. So we'll have a look at that one as well. And I've had a look through this one. And I think this is brilliant. I'm going to do some things out of that one. Because I can't do a diamond shape like that. Not a granny square, but a diamond square. Not a diamond. You know what I mean? It's like a granny square, but it's a diamond shape. A diamond shape. And I could never get it right, but there's a couple in this book and I'm going to try it. Now, I've got this little kit by Sarah Abundo. And this is the mini, I can never say that word either, Amigurumi, an animals kit. It's got 2 complete projects. These are all from Searchpress. Now, this one you get the kit for the elephant and that little octopus. Now, remember I made the big jellyfishes and my granddaughter kept calling them octopuses and she saw that and she said straight away, octopus. And then, so I'm going to make the octopus. They have given me permission to actually do a video of making that. You can buy it. Now, it says this product is not a toy. It's not for very young children. Great for sitting up on things, or you could hang them all up and keep them out of a child's way in a nursery. I think there's more kits than this. Now, in this one, you get the complete kit. You get, oh, there's those 2. There's a little turtle and there is a peacock as well. Now, you get everything that you need inside it to do this. So, we'll go with this first. So, we've got this Amigurumi mini zodiac. So, it's a mini Amigurumi zodiac. And it's by Linda Ubricknick, and it's done by Searchpress. Now, it's not just got the classic zodiac, it's also got the Chinese zodiac in it, and it's got some little lucky charms. Most of it, this is the author, and she's got a little bit of a thank you here, a little bit about the author as well. Now, most of this, when I look through it, is done in US terms, but there is an abbreviation page to what it is in UK terms. So if you're in the USA or Europe, then you'll be able to know what the stitches are. And these are the abbreviations. If you can't remember it, write this down in a post-it note. And you can change it. Like a half DC means a half double crochet. And it says there, it means it's a half treble crochet if you're in the UK. So they've got the stitches and the abbreviations. And if you're not too great with a pattern like this, put it on a post-it note and move it along so you'll know what 1 DC means. So that's 1 double crochet. If you're in the UK, that is 1 treble crochet. And you can just change it if it's in the UK, if that's where you are. And it's got all of these. They've got some lucky charms. And then it goes into the zodiac as well. And mine says Libra because I was born that's a Chinese zodiac. And this one is the classic one. Where you got Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Now I'm Libra because it's on the 6th of October, and the Libra falls in the last 2 weeks of September and the first 2 weeks of October. So the way they do these zodiacs, it's the last 2 weeks of one month and the first 2 weeks of the next month. And that's how they work it out. And it says, with Libra, I am a balanced person. I'm well balanced. My balance is not always that good, not especially when you've had a drink. But this is a great book if you're looking for something small to do as a gift. It's a great book if people like doing these little creatures. It does have other books. There is a page, I saw it, it's got here the other books in this series. There's one that's in animals, one that's birds, one that's the ocean, there is the woodland, and then there are these cards. You can buy a card pack, and then you can just pick out one, whatever you want to do. There's this little complete package here where you get the needles, you get the crochet hook, you get the stuffing, and I showed you that earlier. You get that as well. Well, you don't get that, but you can buy that. So, and you can buy that as well. And everything is complete in those kits. And I'll leave the Searchpress website link underneath the video in the description. These are great if you're looking for something to make as a little gift. Pop that off to the side. That's a good book if you like doing these. Now, this little kit, I do have, like I said at the beginning, I've got permission to do this little octopus, and I can show you the kit, and I'll show you in a video if I do the octopus. I'm going to do it for my granddaughter. I want it to come out a little bit bigger, so I think I might actually use an Aran yarn. There is yarn in here, but I think it's a double knit yarn that you get. You get everything in it, and there's 2 kits. Now it tells you age grading is 12 plus, so that's for crocheting it, I would think. Kit contains functional sharp point and small items that could pose a choking hazard. Always supervise children. Now, they are safety eyes, so it is completely safe with the little safety eyes. So don't let them get a hold of the tapestry hook or the little pointy jabby things. Now, it does have safety eyes. You get, it's cotton yarn you get in it, a crochet hook, you get thread, and you get stuff, everything you need to make either the elephant, well, I take it'll be to make the elephant and the octopus. But I'm going to make the octopus with a different yarn for my granddaughter, just to show you that it can be done that way. You can make it bigger. Now you get all the instructions that you need, and this is by Sarah Abondo. And there's more, a little leaflet telling you what else that you can get in this series. There is the little book with the patterns in it. I think it might actually just show you how to make a small one and how to make a big one. There's the octopus. Now it tells you crochet techniques, so if you're a beginner, you could still try this. It tells you all the materials and tools, and it tells you USA terms and the UK equivalent. And it tells you what all the abbreviations are. And again, stick it on a post-it note, and you can move it around the pattern with you. So these are the other 2 that you can get in a different kit. I'm going to do that. So let's have a little look that you get all the things that you need. You get your thread, well, your yarn, says hello. And you get a crochet hook. It's the right size. This one is a 2.5. You get the threads that you need for sewing it up. You get a stitch marker and your little safety eyes. And a blunt point needle. That's for sewing any parts that need sewed. And a bag of stuffing. So I'll pop that all back in so I don't lose any of it. And I will do a video of that octopus. But I might actually, I've got other cotton yarn upstairs, so I might find, or I might even just make it pink or a different colour. You can change the colour, and I might try it in a different yarn. Just make it a little bit bigger because I think they are a little bit small. And she is 2.5 now. And she loved them. I made a jellyfish and she kept saying to me that it was an octopus. And I showed her a picture of a jellyfish and she still called it an octopus. Oh, I can't get that. There we go. That's that back in there. So you get the whole kit. So this is a great gift. And I will put, theirs is www.searchpress.com. And they do have a USA site as well. Or if you get it for there, it can be sent to the USA. Now, I'm going to go through these books. I'm going to do the Bella Coco one first, because the Bella Coco one is a beginner. I went through it, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. And it's exactly what it says. It's a clear and simple course for the beginner. It is very clear. It helps you to learn how to do patterns as well. Pictures how to do the stitches, so really easy for you. This is called the rice stitch. I love that. I made a man blanket with that stitch. Some people will call it a seed stitch as well, but there's also a seed stitch that's different. So the one thing is, with UK and American terms, sometimes the stitches are different. So if you say, oh, that's a rice stitch, but in the USA it might be something else, or it could be called the rice stitch. Some other people would see that as a mini basket weave as well. So there's lots of different types, names for some of these stitches, but this one is really comprehensive. She even shows you how to make loops, and it is all very well explained. She shows you how to do the stitch. So she tells you how to do the rib stitch and how to do it in a step-by-step guide as well. And she also has a YouTube channel. So this is done by Bella Coco. Her YouTube channel is Bella Coco and her proper name is Sarah Jane Fragola. And she does some amazing stuff on YouTube as well. So she shows you how to do this moss stitch as well. There's bobble stitches, which is really easy to do. Step by step. Now it says advanced stitches, but don't think I'm never going to be able to do that. Once you learn the very basics of crochet, you'll pick this up really quickly, and it's so very easily explained as well. It really is. She shows you how to follow a graph, and you can stitch it in or you can crochet it in. She does all the explanations for that, tells you all the tools that you need. She just explains it so well. I love that hat. I might do that hat as well. Look at that. That is so pretty. You don't need to stick to the yarn that she's using. You can use, if you want it looking the same, I think most of it's done in double knitting and Aran, so you can easily change it around to the colours that you want. Shows you how to make a tassel as well, just using a piece of cardboard. Tells you how to make these, tells you how to make hexagons as well, how to make cushions, your little granny hexy pillow. She's got all the instructions very clear. Tells you how to use these pom-pom things as well. But you can use a piece of card with a hole cut in the middle and wrap it all through the old-fashioned way. It's very similar to this. It's just it's not so fiddly. I still end up going back to having a circle of card, 2 circles of card joined together. I think these are a little bit fiddly for me. But shows you how to make a blanket in squares. She'll show you how to join them together. It's a beautiful blanket. Quite simple granny stitch. Beautiful baby blanket if you need to know how to do that. Shows you how to make a triangle. There is so many. There's the hexagons. There is it a hexagon working? A solid hexagon. And it's so much in here. She's going to show you how to follow graphs as well. I love doing graphs. I can follow those a lot better than a pattern or whatever. I really like those. You find out what it means. So you've got 1, 2, 3 stitches here. That's it there. So it says a 3 treble. That's a 3 treble cluster. So you'll know that you have to do a 3 treble cluster. Then you have to chain into that chain 1. Then you'll chain 1 here. 3 treble cluster, chain 1, 2, 3, and 3 treble cluster, chain 1. That's how it goes. It goes in rounds like that. So on this one, you've got a chain of 3, a treble cluster, chain 1, treble cluster, chain 1. So once you get to know how to read these can become absolutely so much better than patterns. I love doing the graphs. So she's got all this all done and so simple instructions. So if you're a beginner, then she even shows you how to sew up your squares or sew up your edges. She's showing you in pink just so you can see it. But it's a great book for a beginner. Placemats, lots of simple, quick ideas, and I think it's brilliant. And it's so nice in pastel colours. I love that's the lady herself there. Shows you how to block. So if you've done a granny square and it looks a little squint, she shows you how to bring it out into the right shape. That's the way it started, and look at the way it's finished when you put some pins in it onto some spongy, these are those, I've got those somewhere, those big spongy squares like tiles, or you can use a pegboard as well and peg them down. I've got a little bit on my channel how to do blocking on a large blanket. Now she just gives you all these great ideas, the stitch, how to go through the two, what's the back loop, what's the front loop. It's a great little go-to book if you're a beginner, with lots of great ideas. And she's got holding the hook. Now I always say, hold the hook the way you're comfortable. Now they say that there's a knife hold and a pencil hold, as if you were holding a pencil. But to me, hold it the way it's comfortable for you. You can follow the book if you want, but you will end up holding it in a comfortable manner. And it might not look like the way that they're holding it, but don't worry about that. If you're managing to do your crochet, most people want to pick up some yarn and a crochet hook and make something, even if it's just a scarf. But hold it the way that's comfortable, whether it's in either of these positions or a completely different position for you. Hold it the way it's comfortable. So she tells you how to get started. There's a little bit on colour schemes. I am terrible at picking colours to match each other. Now, I would pick that blue and then I would pick that lemon. But that tells you what the complementary colours are opposite of where it is. But you can still do it any colours you want. See how she's got these and they look nice and not symmetrical. They look complementary to each other. And some people struggle with that. I do. I struggle with that. Now, if you're looking for something on sunset colours, look, she even shows you the colours that you can use for that type of thing, for flames and sunsets. And then you've got the greens for like trees and things. So she explains very simply about colours and inspiration as well. She tells you a little bit about different yarns, different weights of yarn as well. In America, a lot of it goes by the weight, and we go by double knitting, yarn, chunky. Tells you a little about your equipment, a little bit about crochet hooks. So it's grab a crochet hook that you feel nice and comfortable with. Most people start off with these metal multicoloured crochet hooks that come in all different colours. Very cheap on Amazon as well. Lots and lots of places sell a set of crochet hooks. And it's a great book. A great book. I love it. And then this is abbreviations. And if you buy this book and you own it, I would cut that off and then just move it along as you're needing it, and until you get used to what the stitches are. So I'll pop that aside and we come to this one. Now, I am more than a beginner, and I love this type of book. I love stitch companion books. This one's got 60 stitches. It's got motifs and edges to create your perfect project. Now, it tells you how you can use different stitches in a blanket as well. Some of it might be a little bit beyond a beginner, but there is beginner stuff in here. This is a brilliant book. And again, it's by Searchpress, and it's Anna Nikiforovich. I'm going to go with that. And this is, we'll flip through this. She's going to teach you how to do this mosaic type thing as well. You might think that's very difficult. It's not. It's changing your yarn. You've got the back and you work with this you work across the way with it. You don't turn it back and forward. Most of the time, I think you work across the way. But you'll learn how to do this. And look, there's waves, there's just plain stitching, there's shapes, using different stitches, different colours in a blanket, and your squares. Squares are great if you've only got little tiny small balls of yarn. She tells you how to make pom-poms as well, and again how to make those little tassels. This is the UK and USA terms on this page, and it actually tells you what it is in a graph as well. So if you're using a crochet chart, some people will call them charts, I call it a graph. But then you've got your UK stitches and the US stitch. So here, that in a chart, that's a bobble, and in the UK stitch, it is a bobble, and it's a bobble in a USA stitch. Now, you've got all these different ones here, and it tells you what they mean. There's other books that you can get from Searchpress as well. I've done some of, that's Bella Coco's other book. Now, I've had that one, and I've done a review on that one, and her Granny Squares, that are stitch book. And I've done a review on the stitch deck. It's 52 cards in it with all different stitches in it. That's a great book. There's a lot of stitches in there that I use as well. So it's a great book to keep going back to. And that's what you need. You do need a couple of books, either a couple of decks of cards. Now that one here, I've got that. I got given to me as a gift. One of my subscribers sent me this Granny Square card deck pack, and that's it there. You can get it on Searchpress, and it's great. I'm going to give you a little quick squinty in this box. Now this is by Claire Montgomery, and you get the book on them with all the little graphs or charts. Tells you it written. It's very small though, need a little magnifying glass, but you can shove that in your handbag if you learn how to do these. But look at these cards. These are great. Each one that's in that book is on a card as well. And look at that. If you want to make a blanket, what to do is just go blah, 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 and then pick one. Say you want to do it in 3 different styles. Pick another one. And then along here and pick up that one. Now what you do, I'll give you a little quick squinty with this. And Searchpress are actually on Instagram as well. And they were giving you these, showing you these cards. I've done one like that. That is beautiful. These come out beautiful, these ones like that. You can do them really big and continue the patterns, some of the patterns on. They were showing you these cards one at a time, and it was great to see it. And then you could show you the whole pack as well. So you could make one of these, maybe one every day or one every week, and then join them. You'll have 52, or do a few extra that are just to get them into a blanket, a nice precision blanket. Oh, that's just, look how simple that is. Absolutely beautiful. So what you would do with these is you can either just pick one that you like and make a whole blanket from it. Do a little combination. Get that to go back in there, just like the cards. You can never get them back in the box. There we go. That should fit in. Great for just fitting into your handbag as well. And the 3 that I picked, look at this. So you could do several different coloured ones in this. You can choose what colours you want to do it in. And those other books are great with it showing you the colour wheel to what you can do to make them all match. And then I could do so many in that one, and then that just a basic little granny square. And then you could join them all together. Can you imagine just having these done like that? Or different colours. The same one, but do it all different colours. And you can make yourself a whole blanket with it. And that's the idea of this. If you kind of get stuck for ideas, or you can just flip through the book and stop somewhere. And say, right, I'm going to do that and that. And then flip through another page and open up. I'm going to do that and that, and then make a blanket. Do so many of each of these and make yourself a blanket. And it's great for just shoving in your handbag as well. It's a great size. I'm going to pop that back off there. It's got 50 mix and match designs, and it is by, oh, the lady's name is there somewhere. Oh, design and match. There we go. And it's by Claire Montgomery. It would have been nice if her name was on the front here as well. But that's that one anyway. That was just an addition. I got that sent to me from one of my subscribers. So this book, I'm going to flick through it. Now it's got tips as well. Now I see this, look, it tells you how to steam it with steam, the wet method. You spray them with water and then you stretch them out. But I might have a lot of people say, of course you can iron it, but I don't. I have had the iron up if I had a woolly jumper and spray the sprayer part of it, the steam part, and hold it away from it. I have done that to get any bad wrinkles and that out. But look at this. It tells you how to do fade out. It's got tips. It tells you how to do it stage by stage. All these different stitches, different edges. Tells a good explanation of reading a chart like this, or a graph. Sometimes I call these a graph. I think the graph's more if it's all the little squares, and that is a chart. But different people have different ways of explaining things. So it tells you about how to increase, tells you how to join yarn. So you can be a beginner and still take basic patterns from this, and it's all laid out absolutely beautiful. And I love the colours, great big coloured pictures. My mother always said a picture is 1,000 words. If you're knitting something or crocheting something and you can't quite see which way it's meant to go, if you've got a picture, you can say, oh well, you could say, like, oh, my fan's in the wrong position. Oh, right, it should be up here. So it gives you a little idea of how it should look as well. And that is beautiful. Look at that, it's beautiful. And that's all the stitches that it uses. And it's all handwritten. It's all written out with your 3 chain, or you can use the graph. So you've got 2 ways of doing this. All the hints and tips. And here is the mosaic, and it tells you how. Don't be put off by this. You can manage it, and there's lots of videos as well on YouTube and on Google how to do mosaic crochet. That's your basket weave, and then you've got that little some people will call this a puff stitch, but usually I like to call that a wheat stitch when it's that way. It might be a little bit less of a puff, but see, it's different things. Different people have different names for stitches. But it looks really intimidating. But look how pretty that is. But just take your time with it. And you can always Google anything you don't understand or ask someone that already does crochet. But look at that where they're mixing the stitches with the mosaic. I've got a few, I think I've got 2, it's 1 or 2 I've got on my channel how to do the basic of sort of that pattern. And then you're going on to your shapes as well. Different stitches, lace stitch, spike stitch. You've got rib stitch, scallop stitch. Now some people would call that a scallop. Some other people would call that a fan as well. So it just depends on who's teaching you, where you're learning from. And it tells you, it looks intimidating, but it's not. Oh, here's what I want to do. I want to do this, and I want it to come out nice like that. Every time I've done it, I've always had a nice bottom part on it, and then the top goes all strange. So she's got tips. I'm going to try that as well, and I'm going to do a video. I will find out. I'm not going to like follow the pattern. Once I learn how to do that, then I can show other people how to do it. There's different ways of doing your squares. There's all these, that is beautiful, that textured squares. Then you've got overlay mosaic on a granny sized square as well. She teaches you all of that, absolute linen and moss stitch. She teaches you how to do it all with a written pattern and a chart. And then you've got all your different shapes as well. And I think it's great, and it does start off very basic as well. So if you're a beginner, you will pick something up in this. And to be honest, a lot of people who learn crochet, you're not a beginner for very long. I mean, once you've learned a few basic stitches, you can make a multitude of things. And that's a little gnome. I actually thought that was a Santa to begin with. And you think, I'm never going to do that. But there's lots of other stuff in this book that you could do. And it's always just taking your time and practice. Practice, practice, practice. I mean, you never learned how to ride a bike in the first shot, do you? You never learn how to do anything the very first time you try it. Or you do it and you don't do it very well, so you just keep learning till you do it as best you can. And that one is called a puff heart. If you did that in red and then did white at either end, that would look like a little heart shape. I've tried that and it never actually looked like a red heart when I did it. But see, I mean, even though it says difficulty, if you can do a puff stitch, you can see you can follow it. Give it a try. Don't tell yourself, I can't do that. But you could be able to do that. Now, there's that little wheat stitch that's in there because it looks like the top of the wheat, like an ear of the corn or wheat or whatever way you want to call it. Tells you how to do a granny and how to do it that way. Explains very well how to pull it in and how to make it a peak. You've got lace. They've got standard stitches, waves, spikes. It is brilliant. It is a great book. She's got some on it on different plies of yarn and different weights of yarn, tools that you might need to use. So if you're a beginner, you can have a look through this and just take your time, start at the beginning and work your way through it. Now this is done by Searchpress and it's the Crochet Stitch Companion for Blankets and Afghans. It's a great book to look through, a great book to have in your collection, and it's by Anna Nikiprowicz. So thank you very much to Searchpress and thank you very much for watching. Now please, if you can, subscribe to the channel, and it's completely free to subscribe to the channel. The higher numbers just help you to be seen a bit more. I don't make any money out of subscribers at all. It's free to subscribe and it's easy. And if you click on that little bell, then YouTube will give you a notification when I put up another tutorial. Now lately I have been putting in what's called a short, and YouTube is asking us all to make shorts. I think they're trying to get in league with a TikTok and like maybe sort of not Instagramish, more TikTok, where it's little short snippets. And if I put up a little short, a little snippet of a blanket, that blanket will be on my channel. It will be on my channel, so just have a little look for it. It's a way to show people some of your older stuff as well. My sister said to me the other day, she says, oh, it's just all your old stuff that's showing up. And I said, it's a short, just to remind people there is a lot of videos on that channel. There's hundreds and hundreds of videos on the channel. So it's worthwhile showing people a little reminder, or you might get someone who's never seen it before. So they'll say, oh, where is that? Right, it's on the channel. I'll go look for it. I'm going to give that a try. It looks really easy as well. So I've been doing that too. And then getting back in to getting my channel built back up after being unwell for a while. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.